This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the... The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Bills.
On first down, Jamison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by Stewart. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And the Bills first down.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 22.
First and goal, Buffalo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw. James. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Number 21. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now third.
James gonna throw on third and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a second and 10.
87. Incomplete.
Love looking to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll try and do this himself. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for the Packers.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Right back to him on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Butler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
10 at the 17-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Bills out for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. James. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Packers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. On On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers for the touchdown run.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Oh, heck of a move. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Bills. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Catch made right side by Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Back to throw. James. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession.
touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing. Love.
And 7.
That's taken in by Kraft. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Love now. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain.
Ronald sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers continue to pull away here this 1st half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Bills 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 10.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. James. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. This one deep for Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bills.
They'll look to throw again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. James. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will cut the lead down to 15.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Love, they go play action now. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10 at the 37-yard.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Dorian Williams.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
87 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Golden.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Love.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Over the middle, complete. That's Dean. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 29.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's again complete to Palmer. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's good for a Bills.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. James. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd down.
To throw is James. From the gun on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bills.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Up the middle they go. Dean. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it. The home team's offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Love fires up quickly outside. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills 43-yard
Play action this time with Love. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
No gain on the play.
Now Love.
And 6.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out come the Bills. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Bills, first down. A gain of 14.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back now at Lambeau. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
At the 38-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
Another Bills, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He was defended by Deron Bland.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Dean. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. James. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A tackle made by Dorian Williams. 2nd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now James, off play action. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. James. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dean. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
Now a give, right side. It's Dean. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
A loss of 2. Brings up
James now, operating from the gun. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Josh Palmer. Incomplete.
Here's James from the gun on third down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. James. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's Stewart.
Here comes 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48.
Operating from the gun, James. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could
could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo set to get the football back here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Second and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean.
They need 2. Here's third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. James. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Green Bay,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bills,
this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.